When looking for the king of podcasts, you're at the wrong channel. Looking for good ideas for life? You are far from good hands. If you think the listener is always right, you are far from the right place. Hosted by a Northeasterner by birth, a rebel by choice. If you want a host that floats between love and madness, then play on and listen to Crazy Train Radio.
What up? Excuse me while I whip this out.
Oh, gnarly!
Say what again? Say what again? I dare you. I double dare you, motherfucker. Say what one more goddamn time.
I knew it. I'm surrounded by assholes.
And good evening, friend.
Not all football helmets are created equal. Zenith, the industry leader in protective technology, is the only helmet in the game with adaptive head protection featuring a shock suspension system that can move independently from the helmet shell. Headquartered and developed in Detroit, Zenith is committed to player safety and revolutionary innovation. Zenith is proud to protect athletes at every level from Pee-wee to the pros. Learn more about the Zenith difference at zenith.com. That's Xenith.com.
What's up, Doc?
I'll tell you what's up. Based out of Atlantic City, New Jersey, Geek Time Entertainment runs exclusively along with different events in the area to strategize with their partners who will benefit with increased exposure and patron traffic.
Oh, gnarly!
Geek Time Entertainment will work with your event in increasing the event's traffic via social media, radio, and storefront advertisements.
Holy cow!
Also, they will help increase business for your company and event with different sales incentives.
Duh.
Whether your event will be small or even mid-scale, Geek Time Entertainment is the group to work with.
And that's what I'm talking about.
Contact them today at geektimeentertainment@gmail.com or facebook.com/geektimeentertainment.
Oh my God, who the hell cares?
Hi, this is Billy D. Williams, and you're listening to Crazy Train Radio.
We have hockey action, yo.
Well, we have another Flyers legend on the line, and this is actually his second appearance on the show. And boy, life has changed over the past few years since we spoke to this guy. Brian Propp, how's it going? How you been?
Everything's going pretty well. Thanks for having me on the show.
Obviously, we've been talking about and have spoken with several others on both sides, playing on the 50th anniversary game between the Penguins and the Flyers. First question would be, how did practice go on Monday, and how you feeling about the game coming up on Saturday night, the 14th?
Practice went pretty well. We had about 10 guys that were there. Most of them were defensemen, so they're pretty slow. So, Leclerc and Mark Howe and me were the fastest ones. But the defensemen, they don't handle the puck that well. And, so that was, we played 3-on-3. And so, my team won, handily.
But, you participated in the Winter Classic as well. Do you see or feel a different vibe, for this game compared to that one?
Well, that was a little bigger because of the game being in the baseball field. So this way, but it's still going to be good Saturday because the Wells Fargo Center is sold out, and so we'll have a lot of people that are going to be there supporting it for charities, and it really helps with having the name players. We have a lot of name players, and so it should look like the Winter Classic.
Well, next question would obviously be, it's a big roster, and it's been a couple of years since that Winter Classic, but is there anybody coming into town from either side that you haven't seen in a while and looking forward to seeing?
Yeah. So Tim Kerr, he wasn't at the Winter Classic, but he's going to be back for that, and so it'll be good to see him. And plus, a lot of our alumni aren't going to play in the game, but still participate with the event. We have an event tomorrow night at the Sugar House Casino, and then we have the game set up for the Saturday all day. So it'll be good to meet a few of those people, and a guy like Ron Ryan was the president for the Flyers. He's going to be in Florida for the game too, so I'm happy to see him too.
Well, obviously, two of the bigger names, at least Flyers history-wise, aren't going to be there, unfortunately, due to their passing. Ed Snider, the owner, and Rick McLeish. That's going to be a tough one, but I know you're talking to...
Bob
go ahead,
Bailey
sorry.
Also passed. Bob
Yes.
Bailey also passed just a couple of months ago, so, I was very close with all these guys, and as they're getting a little older, they're dying.
Yeah, unfortunately, we're all getting older, but I was talking to Reggie Leach yesterday, actually, during an interview, and he just said pretty much that, especially Ed Snider, would have been tickled to death to celebrate 50 years of the Flyers organization, especially in a town that, who would have thought and didn't know much of hockey, that it would become this popular so far down the road.
Yeah, well, he did a lot of work with the team, and he was very close to the team. Everybody still loves him, and we miss him dearly already. And but he's in our thoughts daily. And for an event like this, and especially this year, the 50th anniversary is going to be a fantastic time. We have a couple of events planned, we had the golf tournament last year with the Flyers alumni, and we're going to probably do it again in July. So there's a lot of things going on, and we miss having Ed there.
Yes, definitely. Well, let me ask you this, because I don't think I've really brought this up with anybody, but from your perspective, when Ed was alive and ran around and really kicking, did you find him as a player that you could approach him about everything? Because obviously in any field there's always a chain of command, whether it be, the coach or the general manager, in any form of business or life. Could you approach Ed if you had any concerns or questions or whatever may be going on in your day-to-day?
I didn't ever have to, because he was so organized, and if he was upset with what we needed to do, we would find out about it. But he was always good to talk with, and especially with the charity work that he's been doing with building the rink, and he was very good about being passionate about the Flyers, and he didn't really have to say much about it. Especially with our team in the 80s, we won so much that it was easy to get along with him.
Okay, yeah, because obviously it's been known that he would at certain times blow a top, rightfully so in some cases. But back to you a little bit. Since we last spoke, I got to ask, what in the blue hell happened? You survived a stroke. We're glad you're doing well and all, but this seemed like so out of the blue when we heard about this. How are you doing, and what actually happened?
I'm doing well. I still have trouble with my speech and thinking clearly. And my right arm and hand still doesn't work that well, so I'll have trouble shooting, but I can still skate, and I'm going to be turned into a checker too much, which I hate. So, but I can still do the guffaw. So that I'm looking forward to see if I could score a goal. That would be a topper.
Yeah, but overall, how is your health now? How are you feeling since everything's happened, other than the certain limitations you just mentioned?
I just have to take it slower. I have to just make sure that I'm talking slower and putting my words together. And if I do that, it's okay. I'm still very active with charities that I do and help. And so it's, but it's good for me because I love hockey and golf, and I can still play both, which I love, and all out there all the time.
Well, do you have any suggestions on the serious note to fans as far as what to look for, or prevention, or care? They're just things you've learned over time going through your own process here?
So I had AFib, and so I did an ablation 6 years ago, and I think the medication wore out. So as I wasn't aware, I still had AFib, and so that could have been the cause of my clot that went to the heart into the brain. But you just have to check out with your doctor and make sure that you checkups every once in a while. And from this, I've learned I know a lot of people that have strokes and heart problems and brain injuries. So I'm good. I talk to all these people that I meet, and I entertain. Can help them out with knowledge, and so that's the big thing is kind of know what we have to look for. I've done a lot of PSAs for Heart Association and brain and injury people. So, I'm just trying to get the word along so that I can make it better for people that have problems.
Well, overall, we're glad you're doing well, and glad you're able to still participate in the event Saturday, the game itself, but also at Sugar House, and glad everything's going well. Again, the game's the 50th anniversary of the Flyers, but also the Penguins. They're playing this game, Wells Fargo, January 14th. Brian, thank you so much for calling in again, and we'll definitely see you over the weekend at some point, either Sugar House and or the Wells Fargo.
You were breaking up a little bit when I asked the question. Could you repeat it?
No, I was saying, I was letting everybody know about the game again on Saturday, and we're glad that you are going to be involved with it still, and glad everything is going well. So, want to make sure we see you on over the weekend, because we will be participating in the events throughout the weekend. So.
Oh yeah, that'll be good. And I'm looking forward to seeing a lot of the older guys that played in the 60s and 70s and talking with them because we have a good group of alumni that are going to be there. So we're looking forward to the weekend and the game on Saturday.
Yeah, it's going to be a good time this weekend for the hockey fan in the Philadelphia area.
Yeah, well, I like to tell all the fans, with their support, it should be a fun time with the game. I know a lot of people that I've lived with and worked with for the last 37 years, so I'm sure that a lot of these people will be at the game, and I'm excited for them to be there and be a part of it.
Well, Brian, thank you so much for taking a few minutes out to give us a call and talk about the game and how well you're doing, and we will see you over the weekend.
With over 30 years of experience and a superb reputation for being a detail-oriented company, Lacey Cleaning has some of the highest work standards in the cleaning business.
That's the fact, Jack!
Whether it's carpet cleaning, tile, grout cleaning, new construction cleanup, rental turnovers, vent and duct cleaning, odor elimination, office and or business cleaning, power washing, residential cleaning, you name it, they do it.
Woo!
Check them out. To contact them today, laceycleaning@gmail.com or call them at 609-709-8536.
That's what I'm talking about.
This is Booker T, 5-time WCW champion and general manager of Friday Night SmackDown. You listen to Crazy Train Radio. Now, can you dig that, sucker?